Good evening, everyone. This is Melissa Thomas of Florida National News with your evening news rundown for Monday, July 13, 2020. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. As usual, we like to start you with the latest reports globally in the United States and in the state of Florida for COVID-19 cases and deaths. Now, according to the World Health Organization, they're reporting over 12.7 million confirmed COVID-19 cases internationally and over 566,000 confirmed deaths. Here in the United States, Johns Hopkins University, is reporting over 3.3 million confirmed cases and over 135,000 confirmed deaths. Here in the state of Florida, according to the Department of Health, we're seeing over 282,000 confirmed cases and over 4,200 confirmed deaths. And we'll come back to Florida's COVID-19 cases a little later in the newscast. But jumping into our world story, Mexico is now number 4 in the world for COVID-19 fatalities. As of Sunday, they have officially passed Italy. The health ministry in Mexico is reporting over 35,000 confirmed deaths as of Sunday and over 300,000 confirmed cases total across the nation. Now, for new cases and new deaths, they're reporting 276 new deaths and over 4,400 new cases. Now, of course, this right now for their new cases is a little bit lower than the country's record. Back on July 9th, they reported more than 7,000 new cases on that particular day. So it's good that the numbers have gone down a little bit, but yes, they have now passed Italy in their total number of fatalities. Now, the total deaths also have surpassed some European nations that were hit hardest by the pandemic, including France and Spain. And as of right now, as a result, between the cases here in the US and the cases in Mexico, the US-Mexico border has been closed for most non-essential crossings since the spring due to concerns of the spread. And officials are currently seeking to extend that to August. So we'll continue to keep you guys posted where that is concerned. And a bit of positive news coming to the United States. New York City is reporting no new COVID-19 deaths since the virus first hit the city. So as of Sunday, New York City reported no new deaths. And on Saturday as well, they reported no fatalities due to COVID-19. So that's a bit of good news. Although NBC4 there is reporting a few probable deaths. They're reporting 2 probable deaths. So we'll continue to keep you guys posted. At its peak, in terms of confirmed daily deaths, this happened back on April 7th. They reported 597 on a given day, and the city reported a total of over 215,000, nearly 216,000 confirmed cases and over 18,600 confirmed deaths in total for New York City. So a bit of good news there, proof that things are starting to level out. Governor Cuomo did warn the folks of New York on Friday that spikes in other parts of the country might lead to the virus once again increasing in New York. And as you likely heard last week, New York is starting to bar travel from several other states that are now hotspots, including the state of Florida. And speaking of Florida, as I mentioned, we were coming back down to Florida in terms of cases. Florida actually hit a nationwide record on Sunday for a one-day record with 15,300 COVID-19 cases. That's the highest in the nation for a single day in terms of number of cases. Now, nationwide, because of that kind of number, people are declaring Florida as a new epicenter for COVID-19. The state previously had other daily records, including 4th of July weekend. Now, California, they had a record as well on July 8th, and New York had their record back in mid-April. But this particular single day record beat all of those by more than 3,600 cases, according to a nonprofit collaborative called the COVID Tracking Project. So everybody, as we at Florida National News always like to tell you, guard your hands, wash them, glove them, sanitize them, and wear your mask, practice social distancing, be as careful as possible. Florida hospitals have admitted 18,271 patients with the virus, and the median age of those testing positive, as you guys have heard us report, have dropped from the mid-50s to 39 as of right now. Now, this also surpasses the previous record of 11,694 set 4 days earlier back in California. So some alarming numbers, but guys, continue to be careful. For those of you who are watching from the state of Florida, continue to be careful. And the number of people testing positive for the first time has fell to 11.25%. So that's the positivity rate. So, continue to stay careful. This is a drop from 18% before, but still continue to be careful. So in the meantime, we're going to take a quick commercial break and come back with some more news stories for you.
My name is Russell Drake. I'm an Orange County resident and a community advocate. On August 18th, I'm voting for Rick Singh. Rick Singh has been an outstanding property appraiser for the last 7 years. Under his leadership, he has returned $1 billion to the county. Under his leadership, property value has gone up, and he is now managing over $206 billion in assets, the most in county history. Under his leadership, there have been a series of awards won by his hard-working staff. He has set the tone for that. Furthermore, he's a man of his word. He's no stranger to the community. From the east to the west, from the north to the south, property appraiser Rick Singh is in the community. He held a series of homestead exemption seminars around the county, catering to your needs. Rick Singh is here for the people. So on August 18th, I encourage you and everyone you know to vote Rick Singh, re-elect him for property appraiser.
Re-elect Rick Singh for Orange County Property Appraiser.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you for continuing to tune in. A bit of U.S. news for you. At least 21 people suffered minor injuries on Sunday due to an explosion and fire that broke out on the USS Bonhomme Richard, which is ported at Naval Base San Diego. Military officials reported that in a statement. They said, quote, 17 sailors and 4 civilians are being treated for non-life-threatening injuries at a local hospital there. So all the import ships, they've been contacted and directed to provide fire parties to possibly assist with the firefighting efforts. Now, the blaze was reported on the ship shortly before 9 a.m. on Sunday, their time, of course. And as of right now, the origin of the fire is still unknown and pending investigation. Now, later on Sunday, the Navy said that two guided missile destroyers, those are ship types, 2 guided missile destroyers were moved away from the Bonhomme Richard after it caught fire for safety purposes. Of course, they didn't want the fire to spread. Now, also, the U.S. Pacific Fleet Naval Surface Forces tweeted out a little bit earlier that day that 18 sailors have been transferred to a local hospital with those non-life-threatening injuries, adding that 160 were on board at the time of the explosion. So fortunately, non-life-threatening injuries, everyone is still safe and okay. We'll continue to provide you guys with updates on that. Jumping back here to the state of Florida, Seminole County is the next county school system that is going ahead to work on its plan to reopen in the fall. The Seminole County School Board will hold 2 meetings on Tuesday, aka tomorrow, including an 8:30 a.m. reopening work session and a special board meeting at 5:30 p.m. And as we told you guys last week, the Orange County Public School System will hold their vote tomorrow as well during their particular meeting for their reopening efforts. Now in Seminole, they're having 4 options for students and parents in terms of returning to school, between in-person learning, remote learning, or some hybrid of the two. So let me list all of the options for you guys. Now, face-to-face, obviously, is option number 1, learning in the classroom 5 days a week. Seminole Connect is a second option, which is at-home learning aligned to the Seminole County Public School instructional plans and frameworks and Florida state standards. Option number 3 is Seminole County Virtual School, which is the fully accredited K-12 public school created and supervised by the county public school system and taught by those teachers. Students will remain at home and work on their own schedules. And then option 4 is the hybrid, a combination of face-to-face, Seminole Connect, and Seminole County Virtual Schools, depending on the grade level. So this should be very interesting. If you have a student attending school in Seminole County, parents have been notified of the meetings tomorrow in an email. So anyone there that is interested, they can go ahead and attend that meeting. Now we're going to take another quick commercial break and come back with your business and sports. We'll be right back.
At Duke Energy, we deliver electricity and so much more, like free home energy assessments, rebates for energy-saving improvements, payment options to help you better manage your budget, and even bill credits for helping the community use less energy. So no matter what you're doing, we can help you make better energy choices every day. It's just another way we bring power to your life. How much can you save?
Welcome back, everyone. In your business story, a quick update. Walmart is now adding health ambassadors to remind customers of local mask mandates due to COVID-19. They decided to go ahead and add those in select stores across the nation. They'll be adding them at the front to be able to remind everyone about the local mask mandates, depending on the state you're in, whether the state that you're in is a hotspot, such as California, Texas, here in the state of Florida as well. However, they also decided that they've already added some signs on the fronts of their stores. And also, as you've likely seen in the Walmart, if you've been shopping there, signs on the floor as well, helping folks to stay the mandated 6 feet apart to continue their caution in helping folks reduce the spread of COVID-19. In a statement, a spokesperson said store management is working with law enforcement to understand how to best partner with them on concerns that arise as a result of local and state face covering mandates. They said that they are strongly encouraging all customers to adhere to the decisions made by local officials regarding the use of protective facial coverings, because we all need to do our part in the interest of public health. As of right now, Walmart requires its staff to wear facial coverings, but so far customers have not been required by the retailer to do that. So since local mandates are in place, they're going ahead and adding health ambassadors to gently remind folks to go ahead and do that. Now, jumping down to your sports very quickly, ESPN personality and basketball reporter Adrian Wojnarowski kind of ended up in some hot water on Friday after sending a profane email to a Missouri lawmaker, Missouri Senator Josh Hawley, to be specific. In a statement, Wojnarowski said he was, quote, disrespectful and made a regrettable mistake. He also apologized to his ESPN colleague, saying he knows his actions were unacceptable. Here's why he was in hot water with Hawley. Hawley sent a letter to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver asking why the NBA won't allow phrases like, quote, support our troops and back the blue on NBA players' jerseys in 2020, because, of course, the NBA allowed its players to customize the back of their jerseys with social justice messages that are in support of Black Lives Matter movement, or just socially responsible phrases that encourage folks to encourage unity in light of George Floyd's death. So the state lawmaker there, he decided to ask the NBA about that. And in an email, Wojnarowski basically said, in response to Hawley's press release, F you, but like fully spelled out, F you. So ESPN called Wojnarowski's behavior completely unacceptable in their official statement. He went ahead and made an apology on that. The network said it would speak with him about the email and that the specific of those conversations will remain internal. So the plot thickens on that. Another quick sports note for you guys. If you're following the MLS's back tournament, especially if you're an Orlando City fan, the Orlando City will face off against NYCFC tomorrow at ESPN's Wide World of Sports complex. So stay tuned for that game on ESPN if you want to tune into that. We're going to take another quick commercial break and bring you your entertainment update. We'll be right back.
It takes experience to know the difference in property values. For example, this business is not the same as this business. And this house is definitely not the same as this house. And this, well, this is definitely not the same as this. And that's why it's important to have someone who understands true property appraisals to help our community grow, while making sure everyone pays their fair share. Because experience matters. Re-elect Rick Singh for Orange County Property Appraiser.
All right, guys, welcome back. We wanted to give you guys a quick update on the search for Glee star Naya Rivera. Now, authorities in the Ventura County Sheriff's Office, they have said that they have found a body as of Monday. This is according to the Associated Press. They reported that the Sheriff's Office has mentioned they found a body. They did not identify the body as Naya Rivera. They have not confirmed the identity of the body they found. However, the body was airlifted 40 miles to Ventura, to the coroner's office there. So they're actually holding the press conference right now. The Ventura Sheriff's Office is holding their press conference as we speak right here. But we'll continue to keep you guys posted on that update. Naya Rivera's son, Josie Dorsey, is safe with his family. Search and rescue folks decided to use the last photo that was taken by Rivera of her son at a particular cove on the northern side of Lake Peru, which is where she went missing on July 8th. But stay tuned here at FloridaNationalNews.com. We'll continue to keep you guys posted. But that does it here for us at the Evening News Rundown. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't yet, be sure to like us on Facebook. You'll find us there at Florida National News, at FNN News TV, or at FNN News Live. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube. You'll find us there at Florida National News. And be sure to click the bell to get all of our notifications. And follow us on Instagram. You'll find us there at Florida National News as well. We wanted to make the Florida National News handle as easy to find as possible on whatever platform you guys choose to use. Now, I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with the FNN Politics and Power, and I'll be back in the evening with the Evening News Rundown. And a quick programming note for Casey Hudson. Her show will be Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. So be sure to tune in if you're getting your sports fix. She's Tuesdays and Fridays now. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Take care.